Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I'm pissed off. What is my analyze of the game? My analyze of the game, and that's what we'll speak about after you know it, you saw it, the result here below 1-1 is really simple, is clear and simple. Guys, if at the end of the first half, with the starting lineup that we have, I repeat for the people that didn't watch the game or just entered or forgot, Perini to the goal, Danilo, Gatti, Kalulu, Cambiaso, Locatelli, Thuram, Conceição, Koopmeiners, Yildiz, and Wea. If at the first half the score is 0-0, post, no post, against this Lecce, if it's 0-0, it means that the problems are bigger than only the logical fatigue of the last 15 minutes. The fact that you cannot change the game in the second half because you have no changes, then it's totally correct. Then it's totally correct that you don't win today. Guys, it's not about Allegri. This is not comparable to Allegri. Please, guys, I love all of you. This is not Allegri. This is not Allegri. Allegri had great things. Allegri had bad things, like Thiago Motta had great things and has bad things. We are in a new era. Today, we cannot compare anything. So please, don't make me angry. You know how much I defended Allegri in some parts where I thought it was not correct to attack him. You know that at a certain moment I also said where Allegri had some faults. This is not an Allegri game because it's a Juve with ball possession. It's a Juve that is accurate, but it's a Juve that is not parking the bus, giving the ball to the opponent. And already that, only that is telling you it's a total different Juve. Let's be honest. It's a total different Juve. A Juve with other difficulties. Because I'm not saying that we have no difficulty, that everything is perfect, that everything is working well. It's not true. Because as I told you, Juventus on 0-0, with the players that we started the game, we have bigger problems. Because if you tell me, Beppe, Thiago Motta couldn't change, and that's why we drew, I tell you it's correct. Beppe, if you look at the bench, we have only Primavera, and I tell you it's true that we drew. If you tell me, Beppe, but look, at the end you put a lot of young players in, they are not running anymore, they are tired. Look at Cambiaso with already over 1,400 minutes played. Look at this, look at that. I will tell you are correct. But there we are speaking about the last 15, last 20 minutes of the game, last 25 minutes of the game. I'm speaking about the first half. The first half that was, yes, dominated by Juve. Yes, it was dominant by Juve. A Juve that was circulating the ball, a Juve in ball possession, a Juve that was dominant, a Juve that was controlling, a Juve that even tried to go up. Then we are missing, but we don't score. In the second half, that goal is coming from an isolated initiative from Cambiaso that is going with a shot that probably would not have gone into the goal. Because the goalkeeper was there, it has been deflected, it's a 1-0 for Juve, and we are not able to manage. Then on that 1-1 that we conceded, it's stupid from Juve because we were not able to manage it. We were obliged to change Gatti, that was absolutely not in his game today. Cambiaso, that ran all game long, was tired. Let's be honest. Let's call it as it is. But Juventus, that shows that it's a really young team that is not able to control that game, to manage that game. An experienced team. Look, today I was watching Napoli. Napoli against Torino. Torino, with all the respect to Lecce, is stronger than Lecce. Even if Torino is not the one of the beginning of the season, but Torino is stronger than Lecce. Torino that wanted to play, but Napoli managed it. They won 1-0. Dirty? Yes, dirty. But they won 1-0 because they had the experience to do it with their players. They knew what to do. Today, Juventus, no. Because we have not changed, because we are tired, because we are not mature enough to do it. We threw away a game that never on earth you should throw away. You did the most difficult part. You have no striker. You have no changes. You have difficulties, we saw it since a few games, to score a goal. You are able to do it, and you're throwing it away like that. I'm not happy. I am not happy, guys. I am absolutely not happy. Because here you throw away not only the win of today. Not only the win of today. You throw away Scudetto, even if I saw earlier in the chat, Softic and Co, that said Scudetto was never a real option. But you throw away in December the illusion of sticking, of fighting for something. Then you can lose it at the end, absolutely. You can lose it at the end, absolutely. Of course, you can lose it at the end. You can lose it in end March, beginning of April, maybe. Maybe. But you cannot throw it away in December, and you know what you are even risking? You are even risking more. You are even risking the 4th spots. Because today it was easy to recuperate Lazio, and probably going over Lazio, because Lazio, they will play Napoli next week, and probably they will lose, or maybe they will lose, even if it's 1-0. What I didn't like, why we were live, were the people that were not happy when we were winning 1-0. Because it was a boring game, because it was... No, guys. With what we have today at disposal, you take it. You take that boring 1-0. You take that deflected goal. You take it. You take it. You celebrate that win. Juve fan is saying, Beppe, it's tiring. We have been waiting for 5 years. Yeah, but you need to reset at a certain moment, Juve fan. You need to reset at a certain moment, because you cannot give a continuity of 5 years, because in these 5 years we demolished one, we reached the bottom, and we are building to go up again. So you cannot see it, I understand, but you cannot be tired because it's 5 years. Because Cambiaso is there since 2 years. Because Giuntoli is there since 2 years. Because Thiago Motta is there since 3 months. Because Koopmeiners is there since 3 months. Because the entire team that you saw today playing is there since 3 months. And a lot of them, half of the team, is there since 1 day. If you're speaking about all the players that were on the bench today. So you cannot give continuity of it's tiring, Beppe, it's 5 years. Because it's not true. It is not true. You need at a certain moment to stop, to reset, and to give chance to a new project to start. A project with difficulties, with a game today that we should have won. Punto. Basta. We should have won. But not at the 75th minute. Not at the 95th minute. We should have won that game in the first half with 4-0 against that really bad Lecce. And we were not able to do it. What I am blaming is that first half where Juve, because I understand that Yildiz is tired, that Koopmeiners is tired, that Cambiaso is tired, but they are not tired in the beginning of the game. They are tired at the end. Give everything you have in these 45 minutes, because you will score, because that Lecce was easy to take on, was really easy to take on. They were shaking. It's not that we had a defense in front of us that was extremely solid, that were low block, that was not able to penetrate them. It was easy. It was there. We were there. But we didn't score. We didn't have that anger. We were not fast enough. Then that Conceição at a certain moment he has no energy anymore. It's something that you predict. But even if he managed his energies in the beginning of the game, he will still finish without power, without energy at the end of the game. So what you need to do is asking him to give what he has in the beginning, not to manage himself in the first half. No, because you manage, at the end you arrive still at the 75th with no energy, even if you managed. Take what you have. We take what you have. You have how much in your legs? 45 minutes? With most of the players, play 45 minutes. Play 45 minutes and try to do the best against that Lecce. Of course, you cannot do that against Aston Villa. Of course, you cannot do that against Milan. Of course, there are some games that you cannot do that. But again, today, against that Lecce, you should have done that. If Motta was overrated, no. Motta was correctly rated. According to me. A really good coach. That needs time to put his game. We already saw a lot of difference because this Juve, and that's why I don't like this Allegri, Motta, Allegri. This is already a total different Juve with what we have at the moment. Without what we have at the moment, with all the players that are gone. So give time to the project to start. criticizing the moment. Now, if we want to start with Motta, no. But Motta, of course, is a young coach that will do some mistakes, like Rui will make, like Mbangula will make, like Yildiz will make, because we are a young team. A young team, the youngest ever Juve, ever on earth, that will have their moments of difficulties. Today, it's clearly a mistake of lack of energy, bad management of the end from the coach and from the players. Today it's stupid, because today a more experienced Juve would not have conceded that goal. Probably would have lost that game earlier, but not in the end. Not at the end. Not like that. Leonardo is saying, Beppe, we need a whole different lineup. But there is no other lineup. There is no other lineup than this one. There is no. Because you have 9 players out. 2 years ago we played with 10 players out. We won that game because of a Fagioli that enters for his very first game. He already played before, but very first game where he's saying, I'm also a Juve player. I want to show. He enters, he scored a fantastic goal, and then we manage the end and we are able to not concede because we have that maturity, that experience. But that first half was not beautiful neither, that first half 2 years ago. But you have that moment, a Fagioli that enters from the bench, he decides to show the world who is Fagioli. Today is not doing it. Today it was at a certain moment Cambiaso against the rest. Let me read a few comments and then I will continue because I'm angry. I'm angry. Let me first say thank you to Peter Gitti, new member. Not the first time, but thank you, Peter. Really, really appreciate it, my friend. Really. Thank you. Really, really, really appreciate it, Peter. Matthew, Beppe, thank you for the donation. Beppe, I'm not happy. I thought Motta offense would be more explosive and take more risk. What is the answer? Well, that's a really good one. Because earlier I saw the comment and I was starting to answer, has Motta been overrated? No, but probably misunderstood by a lot of people that were that bored of the non-entertaining football, non-possession football by Max Allegri, that they were thinking that Thiago Motta, without watching a lot of games of Bologna, that they were thinking that Thiago Motta was an offensive coach. Thiago Motta is not an offensive coach. It's not that Bologna last year scored 90 goals. The Bologna the year before scored 90 goals. The Spezia scored 90 goals. Thiago Motta has never been an offensive coach. Thiago Motta is a balanced coach that, at the difference of Max Allegri, loves to have the ball possession, but has never have the striker of 30 goals in his team. That's not the striker he's looking for. He's not looking for that kind of football. So misunderstood by some people that were that bored for Allegri that I remember the comments of last year. Whoever comes, we are happy. Take Montero. We never watched the game from Primavera. We don't know that they are fighting at the bottom of the ranking. Take Montero. Kick him out. We don't care. Do you remember? I said, pay attention what you are wishing for. I believe that Thiago Motta is the right coach for Juventus. I really believe that Thiago Motta is the right coach for Juve, for this Juve. But it's a Thiago Motta that needs also at a certain moment to grow. One, he needs to improve on a lot of things, but also we need to give Thiago Motta the opportunity to have some players at disposal. Because when did we start seeing less of Thiago Motta? From the moment that important players got injured. When? When is the crucial turn of Juve? Matthew, I continue to answer it, then I will read Mohamed, Bogdan, and Dan. When did we start to change, to give up a bit on this philosophy of Motta? From the moment that Bremer got injured, it's not that moment exactly, but Bremer got injured, we go with a 2-2 against Parma, a 4-4 against Inter, and if I'm not wrong, we lose 1-0 against Stuttgart. And that's where Thiago Motta is saying, Mamma mia, disaster. Here things are not working. I need to find again stability. If with the Glaze on Bremer we were having that defensive solidity because of one man that was working super well with Kalulu, I could have played with players a bit more up front. You remember that at a certain moment Locatelli was not even playing as a starter anymore. Juve Genoa, he didn't start. And in Champions League, he also didn't start the game against Leipzig. He didn't play. The game against Stuttgart, he doesn't play because we continue to play like if Bremer was there. He was not there. So he prefers to go with the Locatelli at a certain moment again, with the Thuram that was doing the job going up front. It was not working. At a certain moment, he's playing with 2 players in front of the defense. As simple as that. To give again that solidity to Gatti, Kalulu in the back, he's playing with 2 players in the front. Thuram, Locatelli, that are working perfectly as a pair, which actually make a disconnection with up front. We don't see anymore the players that are changing this position, that fluid football, these beautiful words to describe a new era of crazy football. We don't see it anymore. Because at a certain moment he says we need to keep that stability, even if it's sacrificing offensive football, even if it's sacrificing a bit of my philosophy, we will do with what we have. Unfortunately, we are not able to score. So Thiago Motta at a certain moment he needs to step up and say, okay, now we are in a situation where we are not able to score, we are not able to manage, we need to find something that is working, because at the moment it's not working. If you come from Milan 0-0, Aston Villa 0-0, Lecce 1-1. What was before, guys? Torino, we won 2-0. Then it's not working. And we need to find something. Mohamed Youssef, thank you for the donation, brother. This is a clumsy Juve. Whatever the reason, this is Lecce. I agree. Some people say, Beppe, there are no alibi. I'm not looking for alibi, guys. Today we should have won. Punto. Today, disaster. This time, today, it's on us. Did you hear me complaining about, the referee that is not giving the penalty? Did you hear complaining about the referee that even if there was a goal celebration, he whistled at 93:58? No. Did you hear me complaining it's because we have a lot of youngsters on the field? No. Today, it's because of us. Today is because of Thiago Motta, today it's because of Locatelli, about Cambiaso, about Perin, the one with a bit more experience, about Danilo. Today it's because of whoever was there. It's because of Juventus Football Club. Punto. No mistake, no alibi, nothing. Then, of course, what do you want me to do? It's because of us. We close the channel and eventually no. Then we speak. Why didn't we score more? Why didn't we win? Why didn't we manage the game better? But that's not an excuse, huh? There is no excuse. There is no alibi. Today we should have gone there. If you do it 0-0, you try to find it, but Vlahovic, changes, Nico Gonzalez. But we scored. Luckily, with the lucky goal, with the deflected goal, we scored. The most difficult part was done. So the people that said earlier, Beppe, you said no alibi. No, there is no alibi. But guys, what do you want me to tell you? We lost. According to you, that's a loss. Huh? We lost. Today we lost. When I told you, this Juventus is not able to win more than 2 games in a row. This Juventus is not able to win. This Juventus is not able to win. And I can accept at a certain moment that you are doing 1-0 against Milan. I didn't like the game. It was a boring game. It was not nice to see. But I can accept it in moment of urgency, situation, whatever. Not today. At the end, you should close the game after you score. I agree. Counter-attack and manage your energy a bit. Play dirty and kill the game. 100%, Mohammed. Thank you for your donation. Bogdan, FC Juventus, 34 months for Bogdan. We draw. I think, out of memory, 6 wins, 8 draws in Serie A. 2 more draws. In Champions League, that's already the 10th. Today, by the way, we broke the record. Huh? We broke the record of drawing in a solar year. So in a single year, in 2024, I think we have now 18 draws. It never happened. 17 was in 56. None of us, of the 488 people that are now watching, none of us were born. And now you are born with 18 draws in a single year, and the year is not over. Huh? We can easily go to 20. We are not losing. Bravo. We are not winning. Today against Lecce, it's the one that annoys me. If against Empoli, at the beginning of the season, your new players were not still there, you do 0-0, pazienza, okay, it happens. You didn't score, okay. A 1-1 against Lecce today, no, because we knew the importance, because it comes at the 93rd minute because of a mistake. Mamma mia, what a disaster. Dan Lepore, grande, thank you for the donation, my friend. From Australia, mamma mia, i problemi in centrocampisti e attaccante. Cope manners stonabile. Look, on that chapter of cope manners, guys, I want really to divide. I really want to divide the blame. I really want to divide the blame. Nino Sport is saying, Beppe, call me crazy, I still believe. But in what do you believe, Nino? Do you believe in Juve that will qualify to Champions League? Do you believe that Juve that will win the Scudetto? Or a beautiful Juve that will start growing when their players are back and that is building the future? Because you can believe, yeah, but in what? Then, on Koopmanners, I really want to divide the mistakes. Because if in the first half, you have a turn Koopmanners and he's for the third game in a row invisible, at a certain moment you say, okay, why is it? And we identify the problems, but then you go in detail and you see again that we are never going central. At a certain moment, you are asking yourself, oh, Thiago, you have one of the best players of Serie A, and it's not a one-season wonder. It's one of probably the best midfielder of the last 3 seasons of Serie A. 2 or 3 seasons you have in that disposal, but you are not able to find him. There is a problem. There is a problem. If you are not able to find Koopmanners for 3 games in a row, not one time, there is a problem. If you see that at a certain moment Koopmanners in the first half, he's saying, mamma mia, stop, and he needs to go back really, really behind, dropping to take that ball back, and then you're saying, Cope, he's trying, he wants, but he doesn't receive the ball. Then better, the only one that was better actually in the second half was Koopmanners. So you see that the quality is there that he wants, but he's not able to make the difference. Why are people saying, Beppe, go and rest and go and sleep? No, wait, we just started for 23 minutes. Let me finish a bit of what we are speaking about, and then we'll go to rest. It will not be a live of 2 hours, but oh, guys, no, it's a post-game live where we need to speak about Juve. And the problems are the midfielders and the strikers. Dan is saying. Locatelli Thuram are doing well. The problem is that there is a disconnection with the front, and that's a key. That's Cope. Look, when I'm telling you, Cope has been a real disaster against Milan. When controlling the ball, he was not controlling it. Basic things he was missing. The problem is that we don't find him. So I really want to divide in him, not being able to be there and be decisive when he touches the ball, but also in Thiago to not find a position for Cope. Or to not find a way to give him the ball. I'm trying to go on the heat map of Cope. Yeah, he was a bit more involved and central today than in the last 2 games. That's where he attacks. But look at here. That's the first half, where he really needed to drop to take that ball. So a bit more visible here in that second half. But not enough. And it's not only physical, because you see a player that according to me, today, turn was not the problem today. It's not Cope the problem today. The problem today is that we were not able to find him in the first half. That's one. In the second half is that we were crazy in the back. Because it's not only the goal that we concede. I went pissed off when at a certain moment you concede 5 shots on target. They were weak. They were sloppy. It was not that dangerous. But in 5 or 10 minutes, you concede 5 shots on target from Lecce. It's not normal. It's not normal. It is absolutely not normal. Grazie Dan. Ninib, thank you, my friend. Really appreciate it. Ninib, something needs to change. Not thinking about changing. Luckily, I think it will be tough to reach the top 4 unless something changed drastically. An exclusion of the top 4 would lead to a disaster. That's exactly what needs to be avoided. That's exactly what shouldn't happen. Because if you miss the top 4, it's like when you are playing Monopoly or whatever board game, cardboard game, and you go like, go back at start without taking the money. Go back at start without taking the money. If we miss on Champions League, forget about it. Juventus is trying to rebuild or try to rebuild a team. Of course, you cannot have 100%. Buonanotte, Zardes. You cannot have 100% of hits. When you're changing that many players, you will have some that will work, some that will not work. Juventus, that was a thing, you know what? We start with that. We already changed a lot. And then we adapt a bit in January, going for an offensive player that we couldn't take because we wanted to take Sancho. We adapt a bit in January with the money that we saved a bit of Sancho. We try to do something in January offensively. In the back, we are okay if really we need something. And then you have bad luck. Bremer is bad luck, guys. Cabal that is traveling and going with full intensity after 13 hours of flying immediately. It's bad luck. It's bad luck. But then you have all the other injuries and this and this and this and this. You have a Douglas Luiz that is not performing. You have this. And then Juve is obliged now to go massively again on the transfer market. We're obliged. It will be a crazy mercato in December. We start tomorrow already. We start with mercato is crazy because we are obliged. We are obliged. We are obliged to enter the top 4. That is 4th, 3rd, 2nd, or 1st. When the club is telling you publicly, top 4 is the minimum target. They are not telling you that they are happy with top 4 and that's okay. They are telling you that it's vital. Because if we don't reach the top 4, it's a bloodbath. Huh? Today, Juventus is trying with the always in mind to balance the book for the season 26-27 to have the strongest possible team with what we have, without crazy expensive, with players that are a bit lower in salary to save en masse, except Rabiot has gone, Szczesny has gone, saving salary. Federico Chiesa is gone. Probably Vlahovic will be on the market at a certain moment because it's unsustainable. But if you don't qualify to top 4, ragazzi, people that are saying, we are tired, it's 5 years. I will never understand that. For me, a new season starts and it's a new season. I start to see it with another perspective, with other ambitions, with other tools to go and reach something. I forgot. Last year. We did mistake. Okay, now we start a new season. So for me, it starts again from 0. Like when we win 1 Scudetto, I know a lot of you guys, a lot of you in the chat that said, it's already the 6th Scudetto. I don't care anymore. I won the Champions League. It's the 7th Scudetto. I don't care. The 8th Scudetto. But who cares about winning in Serie A? 9th Scudetto. It's too easy. Too easy. I'm not even looking. I'm not celebrating. And no, for me, you start a new year and you celebrate again the Scudetto like you won the biggest club, because that's the biggest cup on earth. That's the marathon that's really difficult to reach. So you reset. I will never say I'm tired because it's the 50th. No, it's a new year. And now it's even more important because it's a total new team, a new technical staff, a new management. It's crazy. But the game of today was bad. And if you miss top 4, it's a disaster. The season is long, but we already played 14 games. We have how much? 20 games to go. So pay attention, huh? Pay attention, huh? End it. 9 months with us. Thank you, Android. Today, the second half was awful. Yeah, the second half was. But we lost the game in the first half. Huh? According to me, we lost the game in the first half, not the second. The second I can explain. The first. The first, no. The first, no. And then I would love to see at a certain moment Yildiz is a bit closer to goal. Next game, oh, I tell you, huh? Then tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong. We play against Bologna. It will be tough, huh? Against Bologna, it will not be easy, huh? As super easy. Super easy. I don't know if you will recuperate some players or not. That I don't know. But let's say, with the players that we have today, guys, with the players that we have today, then you can choose, huh? You can choose Thuram or Locatelli. The one that is more tired goes out. Or if you want, you know what you do? As even easier. Even easier. Bam. Bam. Voila. Up. Up. You want to change? Because Koopmeiners loves to play a bit more on the right. Play like this. And we solved everything. We solved everything. Albero di Natale. Christmas tree. It's Christmas. Play like that. Play like that. Play like that. And then who is on the bench? Bangola is on the bench. Fagioli is on the bench. Rui. And that's it. Hopefully we'll recuperate a few players, maybe a Baccani or whatever for the bench. But play with that against Bologna. Punto. Basta. I want Yildiz closer to the goal. And I want even this. Play like this. Go full creativity, die. Score goals. This team, they need to score goals. This team, they need to score goals. This team needs to score goals. Punto. That's it. As easy as that. Score goals. Mlaggio, 34 months, grazie Mlaggio. Beppe, are the relationships in the team okay? Yeah, there is no problem with relationships, guys. I mean, from the players that are there today, oh. Then if you tell me Douglas Luiz, I cannot answer you. If you tell me Nico Gonzalez, I cannot answer you. These players are injured. I don't know how they feel, how they are not feeling. The players are there, good. But I agree, Yildiz at a certain moment. Why is Yildiz going out? It's simple, huh? Why is he going out, Yildiz? Because I didn't check yet. But the answer is there. Huh? Here. Look at the heat map of Yildiz. He's a winger. He's tired at a certain moment. If I really think that Douglas Luiz is... Yeah, of course he's injured. Of course he's injured. Then, if he has extra problem that he didn't find his spot yet, that he didn't feels well, that he doesn't like Tori, I don't know. Whether he's injured, yeah, of course. Oh, guys, we are with a team without players. Today would be the starter. Bad or not bad, committing penalties or not, he would be a starter, showing his skills, showing what he couldn't show. So if there was a moment to show, it was now. So yeah, of course he's injured. No, guys, don't start with conspiracy theories because no. Then if you tell me we have a totally complete team, he doesn't get along with the coach, it happens sometimes, that there are these kind of things, but not now. Not now when you have really the opportunity to show yourself. I really like Perin. I want Motta to start him in every game. But Vasilis, you're putting actually the problem where there is no problem. Today there is no problem. Perin or Di Gregorio. By the way, today is there really a real clear first goalkeeper? No, because you are changing. Because Perin is a top goalkeeper that will play a starter in 16, 17, why not even 18 teams of Serie A. He's really a good goalkeeper. Di Gregorio is another good goalkeeper. I have no problem with Di Gregorio neither. That's not the problem. If we start speaking about Perin should start instead of Di Gregorio, then we don't see the real problem. That's not the real problem, Then I'm happy with Perin starting. I'm happy with Di Gregorio starting. That's not my problem. My problem is how can we find Koopmeiners there in the middle? My problem is how can we get Kenan Yildiz closer to the goal? My problem is how can we make sure that we don't have 15 minutes of risks against Lecce. My problem is how can we score at least one goal in first half? How can we make sure that Juventus is winning again a game? Juventus has no problem in goalkeeper. I would love if we have the same problems everywhere. If we have the same problems as who plays today, Perin or Di Gregorio. If we have the day that we have that problem, the day that I can speak about who can play instead of Perin or Di Gregorio into the goal, if I can speak about that in the left back, in the right back, in the middle of the field, up front or scoring goals, then I will tell you, guys, yeah, then we have a good team. Then we have a luxury problem. Perin did a fantastic save when it was offside, but still, in our mind, it remains as a fantastic save. For the rest, was he really, really at risk today? No, but he was there when we needed him. Fantastic, great. Like Di Gregorio did the save that he needed to do in a lot of games. No problems. Like Napoli, do you remember the save of Napoli? What I miss the most, ciao Sasha, you know what I miss the most? What I miss the most is what Steve is a bit saying here. That we are static. And this is actually totally against the idea of football of Thiago Motta. I never expected from Thiago 120 goals. That's not what I expected. I was expecting ball possession. I was expecting high pressure, a bit more intensity, a lot of rotation, never knowing who would start, goalkeepers and field players. But if there was one thing that I was really expecting from Thiago, and that we saw in the beginning of the season until that second part, was players that were not static, players that were moving position, the beautiful, fluid modern football. And that's what we don't see at the moment. Because of everything that I explained to you earlier. We don't see it anymore. We don't see it. Then, last year was boring? Absolutely yes. This season is a total different football, and people are still complaining that it's boring. I don't know what you want, guys. Huh? Seriously, I don't know what you want. Sometimes, huh? What do you want actually to not be boring? What is it that you expect? With 9 players out of the game, what do you expect? Because Allegri was boring and we gave the ball to them. Today we want we have the ball and we are boring according to you guys. The game is still on, and not at the end of the game when you do a 1-1 because people are angry. No, during the game, 20th minute, it's boring, Beppe. What do you prefer, Kings League then? No, because this is football. Ed, what does that mean to be a good team? What does that mean? Do you think that Napoli people are angry today? Do you think that Napoli people in Napoli, they are partying because they are first with 32? Because they are taking the gap, because today Juve, they did 1-1, because Lazio lost, because Fiorentina will be played against Inter, so one of the two teams, they will lose points, because tomorrow Atalanta will play against Ranieri. Pay attention, you never know. They don't care that they won against 10 men without goalkeeper Parma. They don't care that today they won 1-0 with a huge big miss against Torino. They don't care that it's not Calcio Champagne. Today they celebrate because they win 1-0. Because people now say, I see the people that will come back here in the chat, but we should have taken Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte is winning 1-0. Boring, solid, with the entire team. He's winning 1-0, guys. It's not. I watched the game of now. It's not beautiful, what he's doing, but who cares? He's winning. I was happy last season with Max Allegri. I always told you, ragazzi, personally, I take the wins. We had 46 points out of 54. How much was it? I always forget. I don't know why. I have a really bad memory in that one. So, 19 games times 3 points. 57. We had, I believe, 46 points out of 57. 46 points out of 57 in the first game. People were complaining that it was boring. I said, I don't care that it's boring. A win is a win. I don't care if it's a known goal from the other team. I don't care if it's a dirty win. If it's a lucky win. There is never luck in life. There is never luck. Luck can happen one time at a singular moment. I was happy with the wins. In the second part, I was not happy because we were not winning. I never spoke about I want entertaining football. You know when I want entertaining football? From the moment that you won the Scudetto mathematically. That's why I was always pissed with Max Allegri. When we won the Scudetto mathematically, when it was win, and then he gave up for the last 5 games. Because we won with a big advantage, and then the last 5 games we didn't see football anymore. There I wanted to have fun. There I wanted to go with 5-0, or even a score that was 5-4, or even losing 4-3, because we already mathematically won the Scudetto. Then I want fun. During the year I want to win. That's my first objective. Then, when you're winning, there is also the way how you win. But the way how is on top. Today I enjoy that we are a Juve with ball possession. I enjoy that we are doing passes that are in the foot of the players. Remember last year, accuracy 60%. We were not able to give a pass in the feet. I said that's a problem. We need to work on it. I enjoy that improvements from Thiago Motta, but at a certain moment you need to win. You need to shot on target. You need to win, because that's the basic of football. But it's difficult for me, seriously, to tell you what we need to change. But no, I already told you one thing. The first thing we need to change is having our players back. Players back. Oh, we are speaking about Douglas Ruiz that has experience. Not in Serie A, but experience in football. Don't tell me that he has no experience. Nico Gonzalez that has a lot of experience. We're speaking about Dusan Vlahovic that has a lot of experience, even if he's young. We are speaking about who is injured. We have 9 players that are injured. Bremer, We have a lot of players with experience that are missing. We need a bit of experience. We need a bit more of experience to manage these kind of games. That's the first thing that I will tell you. Recuperating our players. Then some of them, it's possible to recuperate. Other ones, it's not possible to recuperate. The second thing that is highly needed is a way to get up with the ball, being dangerous up front. Because we are not. We are not. We are not in counter-attack. We are not in a positive transition. We are not in build-up. We are not dangerous. And when we are, for a reason or another, we are not clinical. So bring the offensive players closer to the goal. Because Cananilis will make you a dribble on the left. And then Conceição will make you 3 dribbles, 5 dribbles. Then he's entering the box. He tried again today. And then the updates, Leicester, on the missing players is that we don't know. Because today we should already have had McKennie and Vlahovic on the bench. It's not, George, it's not that they lacked hunger. Yeah, probably a bit in the first half, but you clearly see, I see, I don't know if I'm wrong or not, guys, my explanation, George, when I saying it's because I don't agree with you, that doesn't mean that you are, maybe you're correct, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm telling my opinion, I don't think that they lack hunger. We see already 3 games where Juventus is managing. You clearly see that they are managing. They are scared to lose control. They are scared to lose possession. They are scared to not be able to run 90 minutes. I feel a Juve that is really scared to not finish the game. And it's a fear that you already feel after the first 2-3 minutes of the game. No, but the last 10 minutes, of course you have too many mistakes because you're dead. That's why I don't understand why you manage the game that long to stretch it on a 0-0 to arrive anyway at a point where you will be still tired. I really don't understand it. Yeah, Eugene is saying today I'm pissed off, Beppe, that we aren't good at set pieces anymore. But look, you lose a Bremer, and that's an important one, on set pieces. Danilo is not playing anymore, so you lose another one that was great at set pieces from the back. We were complaining. I remember that we were complaining that we were scoring. You were complaining that we were scoring on set pieces. We don't like scoring on corner kicks was not good. Was never good. We don't like. Oh, we won 1-0 on the corner kicks. Allegri bad. Out. And why? Chiesa, why is he playing as a center forward? Why is he close to the goal? This is not his position. Allegri out. We don't like, we are scoring, we are winning 1-0 on a corner kick. And today you come back and you tell me, Beppe, we never score on corner kicks. That's the reality, guys. We don't know what we want. We score on corner kick, it's not good. We win 1-0, it's not good. We draw, it's not good. Today it's all the world against Thiago Motta. Today we don't care that we have 9 players injured. We don't care that. We don't care. Oh, Douglas Luiz. He comes injured because of the Juventini. Guys, he was one of the best players of Premier League. The fans of Aston Villa, they were crying. You're able to find a creative deal, putting two players. Of course, they were obliged to sell a player, Aston Villa, but you go with a really strong player. Why is it because of Giuntoli on Douglas Luiz? It's not because he finds a really great opportunity. The guy is not working, he's not working. He's injured. What do you want? It's the reality. I don't know if I don't think it's the 9 Scudetti in a row that ruined the fan base. Also, partially, I think that the world today has ruined football because the world is totally different. Because the world is different. Because we have no patience anymore. Because we cannot suffer. Because today it's considered. We are tired, Pepe, of that situation. What tired of what, actually? You are not tired. You are lying. You are not tired. You are watching a game. Your team didn't win. It is the reality. Tomorrow you forget because you have your own things. You know what you're tired about? You're tired because you have to get up at 6 a.m. because you need to study, because you have your exams, because you know that you are only 15 and you have your entire life in front of you. You are tired because you have responsibility, because you have kids that you need to find the money to feed them. You are tired because your boss is really annoying, because he's putting you deadlines that are unrealistic, that he's asking you to do more hours than that are on your contract. You are tired because the metro is again not working and you need to wait for another underground. You are tired because you heard that your family member unfortunately has sickness. You are tired because you are sick, because it's not working like in the past anymore, because it's cold outside, because the weather is not advantageous, because you cannot go on holiday, because you have no money. This is tired. That you didn't win the Scudetto, it's not tired, guys. You are not tired. You know what you're tired about? You're tired that you cannot put on social media, we won with a hat-trick. That's the reality. You're tired that you cannot show off, that you cannot be the king that wins in a row like Liverpool is doing at the moment. That's the reality. Tired of what? Tired of what? Just be patient. Be patient, speak about football. Thiago Motta did mistakes today? Yeah. He didn't push enough in the first half. Thiago Motta did mistakes in the 15 last minutes? No, because he had no solutions. Because he was obliged to do the change that he needed to change. Did Cambiaso did the change a mistake? Yes, he did a mistake because the guy was running for 99 minutes, because he has over 1,500 minutes played and nobody can replace him, because there is only one Cambiaso, unfortunately. But he did a mistake. Rui did a mistake, yeah, because unfortunately this Juventus is not winning 2-0 every game to let him grow in confidence in winning minutes. Because probably Rui has been put in the first team a bit too early. Because probably he needed to give a bit more experience and gain a bit experience with the next gen. But unfortunately we had no money anymore and we were obliged to promote a player that was maybe not ready yet. But he's doing it. He's there. That's where we have to speak about football and real problems. Our real problems are today. We have too many injuries. These injured players, they are taking too long. And that's another problem. Not only the quantity, but also how long they are injured. That's 2. 3, we are still not able to find a solution to involve more in our game cope manners. That is the player that we build Juve around. 3, we are not able to find a Cananil that is efficient, close to the goal, that can really, really be dangerous. And we can't. We are surviving with a Bremer and a Cabal that are out. With a Kalulu that starts the season as a right back, continues as a center back on the right side, and is now continuing to play as a center back on the left, which is absolutely not his favorite position. No, it's not this sucks, this sucks. We need to do better, all of us. All of us. Then if you take point by point by point, there is always a why, there is always a thing, and now they need to work on it. They need to work on it. What I get pissed off is when we score a 1-0 that people are not celebrating. That's where I get pissed off of. Because in that situation, when you have a 1-0, you need to celebrate. Then, if you concede a goal at the 93rd because of own mistake, you need to be pissed off. Chef, thank you, my friend. I see a big potential in this squad. This is a transitional period. I believe we will get out of this slump. One more thing. Finish the damn ball. Look, Chef, I totally agree with you. But it looks like today it's a shame to say we are in a transitional phase. Because you are Juventus, because the name is enough to pay to participate in Serie A. You pay the money, you participate, you are called Juventus Football Club. That means you win. It's not a reality, guys. Winning is not easy. Winning is not easy. It's not because you are called Juventus that you need to win. A transitional phase, unfortunately, sometimes it can start again. It can be resetted again. That transitional phase, we waited too long before admitting it. I believe the first time, the real first time that we admitted it publicly was last year with Allegri. Allegri was already at his third year of Allegri 2.0, and that was the first time that we said we are now in a transitional phase. That was the very first time last year. People went in scandal, crazy. No, we are Juve, it's impossible. We started again. But that transitional phase already started. Why? Because you already started to invest in the new players that are going out, new strategy, increasing players that are coming internally because you don't have the money for it. You already changed the manager, Cristiano Giuntoli, that unfortunately arrives super late and cannot move. Find a situation of money that is really difficult. You build. And it can take time. It can take time. First we did the management, now we did technical staff, and we started with changing the team. Now we need some time. What annoys me is that as a Juve fan, you cannot accept to enter a game with, we go for a draw, it's okay if we draw. No, you cannot. As a fan, but also as players. Every single player, they need to have one thing in mind. Game by game by game. Because we are in transition phase and we try to win that game, we try to win that game, we try to win the next game in Champions League, in Coppa Italia, in Serie A. That's the thing that I don't accept. If we don't try to win the single game, then on long term you need to be realistic, guys. Today we are with a team that is not complete in the beginning of the season because we are promoting a Savona. This is a really beautiful surprise. We are promoting a Rui that needs a bit more experience. We are promoting an Mbangula that is starting the season. Boom, boom, goal, goal. Nobody knew him. Time. We'll get there. People are asking, Juve possessing, when will we celebrate the Scudetto on the channel? We already did. Luckily. So the channel already won the Scudetto, which I'm happy. We won the Coppa Italia last season. We won Coppa Italia and Supercoppa d'Italia a few seasons ago with Pirlo. So we already won a few things. But I would love to win again. You know, as long as I see that we take the things to move, to go towards that direction, I will always say, okay, I believe. I still believe in the project. Unfortunately, that project, because of everything that is happening, is taking longer. It's taking longer than expected. Unfortunately. It annoys me. It annoys me because I know that if you win against Aston Villa, you have more people watching the channel. If you win against Milan, you have more people that are interested in the post-game. If you win against Lecce, while Lazio lost today, you have more people that are triggered by the Serie A. It annoys me for the channel. Of course, it annoys me a lot for the channel. It annoys me the most for me as a supporter, as a Juve supporter. It annoys me a lot. Drawing at the 93rd minute against Lecce while you did the most difficult part with the players that you have at disposal. If today we win against Lecce, today I tell you one thing, we did what we had to do. Today we didn't do what we have to do because we didn't win. Samir, thank you for 22 months. I'm 99% sure that this game costs us the league. I don't know. Because you could have won this game and then losing against Bologna next week, and we would have said it's because of Bologna, you know? It's always, you know, the game that you don't win, that this is because of that game. I don't know. I don't know. But this one will not help. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's annoying, huh? I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. Pissed off, pissed off, pissed off. I'm trying to read a bit of the feeling online. Then, of course, when they don't give you that penalty, I waited 1 hour to speak about it. When they don't give you that penalty, mamma mia, I don't understand. I never ask for being favored, never, and I will never ask to be favored by a referee because I don't like that. I don't want to have any advantage. But being fair would be nice. If there is a penalty and you win 1-0 on penalty, I take it. Like I take a goal on corner kick, like I take a goal that is an own goal, deflected goal. If they don't give you that penalty, but it's not that he deflects it, because if he was the one that deflected it with his foot and it goes on his arm, it's not a penalty, because we know the rules. Has been deflected by another one, by his teammate, and it goes on a really wide arm. That's a penalty. A penalty, you give me a penalty. Basta. Punto. Then we can miss the penalty, but at least I can say, I blame Cope Manners. Hey, imagine, guys, we are laughing. Imagine, today, that's a penalty at the, I don't know what minute it was, 20th, I don't know. Cope Manners, because Vlahovic is not there, I told you that Cope Manners is the one that takes the penalty. At the moment, if we receive one, it's the first half, It's the first half. So I don't remember exactly when, but it's the first half. Cope Manners is taking that ball, he's putting it, he's scoring it. He scores, he unlocks something in his mind, he's happy. And he unlocks himself. It can change the season of Cope Manners. Maybe. Maybe he's missing it and he goes even more disaster. But you give me that penalty. Then it's up to us. We can miss it, we can score it, we can go on the post, and then someone else can score, I don't know. But you give me that penalty because I deserve that penalty because I went into the box. And give me the possibility to miss it, give me the possibility to score it. Give me the possibility to lead 1-0 and to ask Lecce to come out of their zone much earlier because they lose 1-0 and they are obliged to go out and maybe we can score that second goal. It changed the game. That doesn't mean that we will win, Because, again, we can miss the penalty or we can score and they can score 2 other ones. Can have a lot of things, a penalty, but you give me that penalty. Then I will take care of the rest. My great friend, thank you, my friend. 37 months with us, mamma mia. Thank you, my friend. Beppe, I'm making pizza to make the day better. I will save some for you. Thank you. Hey, you know that I didn't even eat. I think my wife did pizza as well. So I will close here in 5 minutes and then I will eat at midnight some pizza, which is not really good, but I'm hungry as well. And I will think of you, Abba. It's like your pizza that I'm eating. Thank you, my friend. No, I will not go and say it's against Juve. It's annoying. It's annoying that it happens a lot against Juve. I know, but GJustjuve, I waited more than 1 hour for the first time to mention the penalty. So if you go back for 1 hour, you don't even hear me speaking about it because that's not why we didn't win. Then on top of that, you have this. On top of that. Not because of that. But, when you have a penalty, it's a penalty. Grande! Mamma mia, it's a long time ago. Ronaldo, one of the first one that were following the channel because, of course, of Cristiano Ronaldo back then. He's back. He's back. Grande Ronaldo. Put a maximum of like, my friend. New member, Carlo Sicoli. Grande Carlo. Grazie, Carlo. Grazie, Carlo. Mamma mia, I'm pissed off. Mamma mia, I'm pissed off. Disaster. Welcome, Carlo. I'm super happy. Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate it. When we have these new members, super. Carlo, tell me where you're from. Dimmi, da dove vieni? I need to understand from where he's coming. The sub count. Hey, that's not bad, huh? From 32 to 61. I don't know if we... but that's the thing, look. It's annoying. I don't know if we will reach 35, 40, 45... We try. We have what we deserve. That's what I always say. If we win against City, but if it's a pointless win, then it makes no sense. Even if it's the next one, huh? Okay, it's the next one. Next one is City. They will be angry. They will be angry. The guy, I don't know if he will still be healthy. Pep is going crazy. From Toronto, Carlo. Beppe, keep it up. I can feel your pain. Juventini of Toronto, Canada are supporting you. Grande. They have a big community of the GOFCs there and so on. The big, huge community in Canada that are supporting Juve. You're fantastic guys. I love you. You know how much I love you. I went there when I was 14. I should go back. 30 years later. Should go back. Aman. Bremer down. Since Bremer is gone, everything went down. It's true. That's actually the most simple explanation. I don't know. We need to find something. Time to start terminating contracts. Who do you want to terminate? Who do you want to terminate? We already have no players. Who do you want to terminate? Mamma mia. No, I don't agree. I don't agree. I mean, that it's the end of Danilo, I know. I don't see Danilo staying with us. I would say no to a contract extension of Danilo. Why should we say useless and lazy Danilo after how he entered against, who was it? Aston Villa, and today. Let's be honest, guys. Then we can like and dislike a player, huh? We can prefer or... Today was Danilo problem. Seriously. But I don't know, guys. Sometimes we just go with we don't like. Bah, it's Danilo. Bah. You know what? We don't like Danilo. It's Danilo. Today is easy, guys. When will you start thinking as it's much more than one mistake, one person to identify, to blame, and to put out? Maybe I'm wrong, huh? Maybe I'm wrong. It's a sum of circumstances that makes that today you are doing 1-1 against Lecce. It's because of a sum of circumstances today you are not at 28 points or even more. It's because of a sum of circumstances. That is not excuse. It's not okay. It's fine. Then it's fine. No. You have to solve a lot of problems. If it was one problem, one player, Danilo the problem, put Danilo out. We solve the problems. That's not the problem. That's not only the problem. You see what I mean? We need to check what are the problems that are leading. What do lead? That Juventus comes from a transitional phase of a team that lost a lot of confidence, of not winning anymore in the last season, that were, unfortunately, with Allegri playing a way of football where it was easier to give the ball to the opponents. A lot of players were not happy, some players were happy. Some players were not performing, some players were this, some players that. You change, new idea, this, you implement, you come, you invest in a lot of players. A lot of players are injured. You have a Bremer, you have a Cabal, you have a Vlahovic, you have this. You go today against Lecce with an obliged win because you come from 2 draws. You have nobody on the bench. And you arrive and at the end, I told you, do you remember? Go back to the game after Aston Villa. Thursday, I believe. Thursday, I told you, you know what's the problem? That if we continue like that, the players that are now running, they will be tired when the other ones will be fit and ready. And we have the same problem. And the problem is that when the other ones will be there, these ones will be that exhausted that they will be injured. And now you see that they are still 2-3 games. Since 2-3 games, they are not running. They are walking. Then that story of 175 million Lennox, that story of 175 million euro team, overpriced average players. I really don't agree with that one. That's another, according to me, fable. And first, let me say thank you to Recornaldo, not once, but twice. I don't know if you did a mistake or not, but anyway, thank you for your donation, Recornaldo, twice. I will put it there. I will leave it there. How much did you sell? How much did you buy? How many players did you replace? Because you didn't go with, I don't know, I'm just saying, Kylian Mbappe, 100 million euro, and then you sign another one for 75. Okay, it's 175. First of all, it was not 175, it was 160, I think. So these 15 millions, I don't know where they're coming from, but let's do that. But how many did you sell to be able to sign these players first? Then, when you're saying they are performing, not performing, not performing, Kalulu is performing. Conceição is performing. Cabal was performing until injury. Was he a champion, the best player I ever saw or met in my life? No, but he was doing well. A known player, good signing. Di Gregorio was an intelligent signing. You will tell me, no, but Chesney was better. Maybe he was better. Probably he was better at this stage. But you are able to save on salary, investing on a much younger goalkeeper that can grow and will be there for long. A Thuram that a lot of people wanted to throw away. You wait, you take him for 20 million euro for Nice. It's a young player that is starting to learn Serie A, that is showing something. Today he was not as good as in the last games, but he was not bad neither. Today the problem of Thuram was the ball was a bit too far from his feet. But Thuram is a good player. Who did we flop? A Koopmeiners, and since when? Since the moment that unfortunately Thuram Locatelli are playing defensively and there is a huge big disconnection that we are never going centrally. That's the moment where you totally lose Koopmeiners that still has that problem at the ribs, because now we see him playing, but he has it. Koopmeiners that we are not able to find. Douglas Luiz, who could have predicted that he would not have at the moment today performed? Nobody. Douglas Luiz is not performing. It's true. It's a reality. Is it a flop after how much? 3 months of football? If he goes away in January, we totally missed him. If he goes in the month of June and that's what we will see from him, it will be a total flop. Of course. It didn't work out. Like in life, it's like that. Then what was your comment? I don't remember. 175. But I repeat you that Napoli, that a lot of people are speaking, but Juve spent 175, 200. Usually they say 200. 200 million. Napoli, they spent nearly the same and they didn't sell as much. You can go. I made a video about it. I tweeted about it. I can find it again. And nobody's speaking about it. Nobody. They didn't sign. They didn't sell Osimhen, guys. He's on loan. Out. They didn't sell him. No. It's a player that they created a problem with. They didn't want him. They put him out of the team. And then if you are telling me, but the strong players that he signed at Napoli, it's true. I agree with you that Kvara was already on the list of Juve before Napoli signed him. I totally agree with that. 100%. Then don't let me go into the details of the Mercato of Napoli, because he did mistakes there as well. Then the reality is that he's bringing you a Scudetto that they didn't win in 33 years. And then if the objective is to criticize Cristiano Giuntoli, I think that Cristiano Giuntoli, we can criticize him on some things. Of course. I think that I can criticize Cristiano Giuntoli of last year not signing at least one decent midfielder. That's a big mistake that he did. This season, that unfortunately he has bet on Nico Gonzalez to be and the vice Vlahovic and offensive winger left or right, knowing that he had an injury record. I'm not saying that you can't go for Nico Gonzalez, because I'm sure that Nico Gonzalez is a good player that can give a lot to Juve. But it's a mistake if that's the one that you count on to play 3 different roles. At that money, it's a mistake. Because you count on Milik that has already an injury record, it's a mistake. Like everyone is doing mistakes. But can I complain about the others? No, I can't. I really can't. Agnelli will not be back, guys. But I mean, not today. Then in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, everything can happen. Today will not be back, so it's not even a thing to speak about that, guys. Then you guys know, and that will always be like that I have immense respect for Andrea Agnelli. I'm a big fan of Andrea Agnelli. That also made mistakes. Because at a certain moment he understood that it was not enough. And whatever he would have done would not have been enough for Juve to be at the big table. So he wanted to go for it. And then, you know what happened, huh? I always said, who never tries will never succeed. But that doesn't mean because you try that you will succeed. I've always been a huge, big fan of Agnelli for everything that he did for Juve. Making mistakes as well. And also, the witch hunt against Andrea Agnelli has been scandalous. Scandalous. Anyway, I see that people are angry in the chat. We also brought in players that aren't world class and we paid out the ass for them. Who? Linux. Who? Because world class, what do you mean? There are at the moment, as we speak at today, there are no world class players that are coming to Serie A. I'm not speaking about Juve. I'm speaking about Serie A. And who is world class that are not world class that we overpaid? No, it's not Elkan's sustainable model. It is Italian moment. Inter, you know that they signed nobody. You know that they are about to extend some really old players because they have no money. They signed nobody. Who? Tell me, who, what could have done better in terms of world class? I mean, don't tell me, we should have brought in Zegrova. You know, I wanted Zegrova as well. Tell me, who did good, better, or signed a world? Tell me a club that signed a world class player now, recently, for the correct price. Calogero, I think that in 1 hour 30 we have been really critical. Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay is a fantastic player. People were laughing when he was linked to Napoli. People were laughing because he was a disaster. He was a Finnish player. Was bad at Manchester United. Scott McTominay is the opportunity of seeing a really good player and signing him. Fantastic job by whoever saw the opportunity and signed him. Now, if you tell me that in the summer Scott McTominay was world class, no. That you tell me that he had potential that was wasted by Manchester United, that's something else. Tijani Reinders is already his second season at Milan. Last season he started to show something, but the numbers of last season of Reinders were not the one of this year. Milan didn't sign a world-class player last season because then it's too easy. Then I tell you that Tijani Reinders could be maybe the Douglas Luiz of Juve if we wait a bit, because Douglas Luiz, we are only the 1st of December. We didn't see Douglas Luiz yet. Who knows? He's doing a beautiful, not fantastic, beautiful second part of the season. Who knows? I'm not sure. I'm not promising you. Beautiful part of the second season, and then he's fantastic in the next season. But Reinders was not a world-class player that Milan bought. He can become a world-class player, fantastic player. Beautiful scouting. Like Musa could have been today a world-class player. At the moment, not yet. At the moment, not yet. I don't know how much they paid for Render, but not a lot, because he was not a world-class player. And we are comparing, again, a second season of Renders. We are not comparing a first season of Renders. It's not correct. It's not correct to judge that. Why? Because today is performing. So today we jump on the Renders train. Nobody last year in December would have nominated me one time Renders. Except of the hipster that watched a few games of Renders and said, I bet on him. Like some players last year. You know who they wanted, who they were speaking well about last year when they signed all these players? Chukwueze. That was the player that was the most bet on. Why? Because he scored 3 goals against who? Real Madrid or Barcelona, I don't remember. That's the reality of Milan. People, they were praising Chukwueze because he scored 3 goals with Villarreal against Real or Barcelona, I don't remember. 3 or 4 goals, I don't remember. He did a fantastic game. At the moment, Chukwueze is not the player that they were expecting. Renders, it's not our players, but people were not 100% convinced of, and this season having the season. So maybe it can happen for, what's the name there? Douglas Luiz, Koopmeiners, even if Koopmeiners you buy him for 60. Douglas Luiz, you buy him for 50 with included two next-gen players, which is different already. Which, I don't know if it will work out, or maybe in January he's gone, Douglas. And we say, it didn't work out. Unfortunately. Because of himself, because of Thiago Motta, because of Giuntoli. But I see that there is no way of discussing with you, Lennox, because you don't go with facts. You go with unrealistic thoughts because you have a really clear idea of you hate Elkan, you hate Giuntoli, and probably you don't like that much Motta. And that's correct. But if that's your point and that's your answer every 2 things, every time that I tell you something, you tell me, Beppe, no, you're right, you're correct with Renders. Maybe that's the wrong example that I took. Wait, I give you 2 other examples where you're correct, because I'm still waiting for the world-class player that has been bought in Serie A. If every single time you're telling me, Beppe, because it's Elkan and Elkan is ruining and this, then okay, then there is no point in this. Cause I don't know why I wasted 15 minutes in trying to explain you, because there is no way. There are some people like that, they don't want an explanation. They don't want to discuss. And I respect it. I have always been more a fan of Andrea Agnelli, and I will always say it, than John Elkan. First of all, for a really simple reason. Andrea Agnelli is there. He was there. He was president of the club. He was managing the club. He did what nobody did at a really young age. While John Elkan is not president of Juventus Football Club. John Elkan is owner of also Juventus, which is totally different in terms of how you need to speak about these two. It's different. But Douglas Luiz is not my best friend, guys, Douglas Luiz is not my best friend. I would love to at least see him playing a few months before telling you he failed. Then, if in January, Giuntoli is telling we sell him because we found someone that is signing him, we are not losing money, and we invest in someone else, grande, I don't care about Douglas Luiz, about Fagioli, about whoever. The players, they are here today. I support them. I hope the best for them until the really last minute, and then the day after they are not gone and they are gone. It's a reality. like I supported Sule. I supported Sule when he was at Frosinone because he was a player from Juve and I wanted him to do well, to come back to Juve and to prove it. He's gone to Roma. I don't support Sule anymore. I don't wish the guys bad luck because it's not nice to wish guys bad luck, or, you know. But that he's not playing a single minute, I don't care. Like Rovella today, I don't care. That is scoring a goal that is cancelled, that was really beautiful, by the way, or that is giving that retro back pass that is actually conceding, letting Lazio concede. I don't care. It's not a player of Juve anymore. Douglas Luiz, I hope that I can judge him until the end of the season, maybe even next season, and hopefully he can do really well. If he's gone on January, ciao, arrivederci. Like Thiago Motta. As a coach that I really believe in, that I really love, that I really think that he has margin to improve, and that he can really open a beautiful cycle for long term. But if Juventus tomorrow they decide it's over with Thiago Motta, I will support the next one. C'est comme ça. That doesn't mean that I always agree with what Juventus is choosing, deciding, doing. I support who's there. Because that's my club, guys. I like, personally I like Douglas Luiz, but at Juve he shoots 0. 0. We wait and we see. Bah, what can I tell you? Anyway, Juve made me angry today. I hope you enjoyed the post-game. Thank you for being there. Thank you to Recornaldo. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for supporting the channel. I know that you're there since really long. Then you disappear because Cristiano left. Then you come back. Sometimes you say hello. Today you come. You sponsor the channel. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Really thank you for the help. It's a pity because we cannot celebrate a game that we should have won. We should have won. I'm pissed off. I'm really pissed off. Again, no alibi, no excuses, no whatever. There are no. We should have won that game today. You know what I will do? I will eat pizza. I will sleep. Tomorrow I wake up. Then I will shave my head because when I'm sick, guys, you know, I have like these medicines and so on, things like that. I will make myself a bit beautiful. I will try. I will start a new week, a better week. And this week we'll have also some lives in the week. Hopefully, for the people who are there, I'm trying to have a beautiful surprise for Thursday. A really beautiful surprise for the draws of the Club World Cup. I hope it will work. Would be fantastic if it works. If it works, it's nice. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I will tell you, This week, when I know the answer, I tell you. No, what do you mean, Lester? See you on Thursday. No, Mercato started. So from this week, we start with Mercato lives, We will start speaking about Mercato, in, out, Fagioli, Douglas Luiz, Danilo, Bangula, whoever, and then we will start speaking about the Mercato in. There are so many names, So many names. We make it a list, We make a list. We write all of them. From tomorrow, 2nd of December, we write all of them. The song will be back. Mercato is from tomorrow. We start with the Mercato. Skriniar, I can already tell you. No. At today, but Mercato is crazy. But at today, no. Not today. Tomorrow we start with our Mercato. Ciao ragazzi, forza Juve. Ciao. Oh, wait. Let me check. Bravo. I like that.